everyone. Thanks for being here with me today. I have already connected with my team just now and I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say. Um, yeah, let's hope there's something in the message for you. Just give me a moment and we'll see what that is. Thanks. We all have the ability to look beyond the realms in which we currently stand. So that means that beyond what you physically see in the 3D world with your eyes, with your ears, with the body in which you are, there is much more to be seen, much more to be heard, felt, touched, sensed. We must awaken to what is the real truth of human existence, which is, in fact, beyond the human veil itself. It is spirit, it is soul, it is magnification of self within the beauty that is the spirit realm. We can tune into that. We can find and utilize our own skills, develop our intuition. We can stand with our spirit together. We can do this. It is a possible thing for you. For some, that might seem, a little bit crazy, a little bit far out, perhaps even impossible. But as many people say, the word impossible is I'm possible. So for you, you can do this. It is real and it is achievable. Many of you may find that throughout your life you have had experiences that have been profound, that have perhaps even unnerved you, made you feel slightly uncomfortable. Those moments are very, very significant, especially if it is connected with spirit, with, say, the afterlife or intuition, contact with those in heaven, whatever means it may have been for you in this situation, as it were. Looking back at any period in your life where you felt that way, where you felt a need to question and perhaps even overlook. Yes, indeed, the opposite. Perhaps there has been a situation where you have felt something, you have known, you have indeed sensed its significance, its importance, and its profound message in disguise. Perhaps that was too sharp, too potent for you to even contemplate. So perhaps that indeed was pushed aside. And this is understandable. It is a great thing to feel something powerful which stems outside of self. There is a place and a time when one is ready to accept and acknowledge things that may seem otherworldly. The 3D realm and the reality we live in is quite heavy. It has a denseness to it that can at times just bog us down. We feel we are on autopilot. We must do this, we must do that. We have to be in many places at one time, and that doesn't really give any scope for feeling, for sitting with oneself, for understanding the nature of the human soul. So given the opportunity, if there is an occasion when something like this arises again within you, where you sense this is something extraordinary, this is something different, something is happening here, I am connecting with something outside of myself, take a moment. If you can, sit with it, think about it, feel it. The most important thing is always to feel it. For what you feel is real. And yes, those feelings have to come through the senses of the 3D human form. Yet the soul can feel on so many levels, so much greater than anything the human form can ever experience. So if you have that opportunity, if something arises, then do take a moment to sit with it, to notice, to just allow free space for that to flow in and through you. Many of you may think there are questions that must be answered, and if we have this experience, then we must know why, what it is, and where it comes from. And indeed, it is nature for the human that we must understand. That is the nature of the human mind and the brain, is to problem solve, to identify, to yeah, to piece everything together and to make sense of it, much like a puzzle. Um, but in this respect, it is more of the journey itself. So it is more about just allowing, having that moment, having that time to witness, to observe, to be the person in the theatre watching the performance, to see how things unfold, to acknowledge those feelings that it arouses within you, and to allow those to flourish in whichever way or form they wish to do. So, indeed, give that time, allow it, do try your best not to run away from it. Yes, indeed, it can be quite overwhelming for many. It can indeed feel scary and perhaps much too soon. I do think that things are brought to you when you need them, so have faith, trust in whatever message is brought forward, whatever sign, symbolic or indeed real in the human form itself. Take time to look at that, observe it, and be at one with it. Understand that it is being given for a reason. There is a message there for you.